Hi YouTube. So usually when I do my favorites videos, it's per season. So it's, winter favorites, fall favorites, etc. But I started a new job and that ended up taking up a lot of my time, and so I wasn't able to make videos or do much else, but hopefully I'll be able to get back into it now because I have a bit more of a regular schedule. So for that reason I wasn't really able to make a spring favorites video, so I just figured I'd do one now. This is like my spring/summer favorites video. My first favorite thing is actually a birthday present from my sister. It is, well, they are these little Funko Pops. I collect these. I've collected them for a while, but I never had Gremlins ones, and then my sister got me these for my birthday, and I love them so much, the Gremlins movies. As you probably already know if you've been following my channel for a while, I love the Gremlins movies. So I have a little Stripe and I have a little Gizmo, and the Gizmo one is so cute. I especially love the Gizmo one, although the Stripe one's pretty cute too. And I love Funko Pops, I love the aesthetic of them, and I finally have some for one of my favorite movies ever, and I'm really stoked about it. So my next favorite thing, Netflix comedy specials. They've been cranking out the hits lately. 3 in particular that I want to talk about, and I love them all, and I love them all in very different ways, which I think is cool, and they all came out similar times, like around the spring and around the summer. So the first one I want to talk about is John Mulaney's new special, Kid Gorgeous, which is just relentlessly hilarious. Like, I was laughing the entire time. I actually got to see this show live when he was touring, and it was hilarious then. It was just as hilarious on the special. Like, it was captured perfectly, and John Mulaney is just one of the funniest comedians out there. I've been a fan of his for about 10 years now, and his star is rising, and he's just on top of the world, and it's great. And his new special is fantastic. If you haven't seen his show Oh Hello, that's also on Netflix. He did that with Nick Kroll. That's awesome. Big Mouth, also on Netflix. Like, John Mulaney's just everywhere right now, and he's doing some really great work, and he's hilarious. So definitely check out his new special if you haven't already, although you probably have, because everybody has. It's so good. I also want to talk about Hari Kondabolu's new special, because it's his first special ever on Netflix, and it is so good. It's political, and it's hilarious, and it's self-deprecating, and it gets all of this stuff done. Like, I feel like a better person after watching it, if that's maybe that's weird. I feel like I've been educated and in a really fun way, and I've been a fan of his comedy for a while. If you've listened to Talk About the Thing, my podcast with my best friend Wyatt, he actually introduced me to Hari, and I haven't looked back. He's so good.
That is not terrorism, okay? Because a white dude did the shooting. That's mental health issues, as opposed to a suicide bomber who completely has his shit together.
You may also recognize Hari from his documentary The Problem with Apu. I think that's what it's called. It's basically about representation and the ways that The Simpsons kind of failed its audience. And I love The Simpsons, but it's a really good point, and I think it's a really important documentary to be made, and I really want to see it. And so I'm gonna recommend that as well, even though I haven't seen it, just because I like Hari Kondabolu, and I think he's right about this issue. He just is. And finally, I want to talk about Nanette, Hannah Gadsby's special. I hadn't heard of Hannah Gadsby at all before this, unlike Hari and John, because I was already fans of them when I watched their special. It's so good. You just have to watch it for yourself, really. It's an experience, because it's not just a comedy show. It's kind of like a one-woman show, and it's same thing with Hari's. It's also very political, but in the best way. And yeah, it's just a really great special, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't already.
I love being mistaken for a man. I wouldn't want to be a straight white man. Not if you paid me. Although the pay would be substantially better.
Next up, more comedy. So I know the McElroy brothers have been everywhere all over the internet for years now, but for whatever reason I never really got on the bandwagon. I'm on the bandwagon now. Monster Factory. If you're unfamiliar, basically Griffin McElroy and Justin McElroy play around with character settings in video games and try and create the ugliest, best characters that they can, and it's just a masterpiece. I've said this before, but I don't watch very many like gaming videos. I'm not super into video games. Like, I like playing them myself, for whatever reason I don't like watching other people play them, and I get that it's a thing, but I don't personally get it. However, McElroy brothers, their series is hilarious.
Okay, great.
Yes, just like Bart. Just like Bart.
Just like Bart.
Matt Groening, in his YouTube comment review of this episode of Monster Factory, says, just like Bart.
Take it to the bank, boys. This one's just like Bart.
Great job, boys. It's just like Bart, he said.
Their series is just hilarious. It's been going for a couple years now, but have been marathoning Monster Factory, and it's so funny. And it's free content. So if you don't have Netflix but still want to laugh, check out Monster Factory. It's awesome. Next favorite thing I want to talk about, I'm wearing it right now, is this. It's a Tony Moly BB cream. Oh, I can't read it. Goddess Aura? Is that what it's called? It looks like it. This is the bottle, but it's a BB cream, and it's really great in the summer if you want to wear foundation without wearing too much other stuff, because it just like evens out your skin tone. It's SPF 37, and I just really like it. If I'm being honest, this is actually my second favorite, because Tony Moly has another product called Luminous Pure Aura, which I think is a CC cream, and I like that just a little bit more because it's a little bit more for people that are as pale as I am. Although this is also really good for my skin tone, so if you're a pale person, check it out. I don't know if this would work with darker skin tones, because the idea is that it blends to fit whatever your skin tone is, which is really great for me because I'm too lazy to match foundation. I just can't. It's just too much. I never get it right, and then I turn orange or I'm too pale. It just never works. So I really like something like this that just blends to your skin tone. And yeah, so, oh, Luminous Goddess Aura, it says it right here. Luminous Goddess Aura, or Luminous Pure Aura BB cream and CC cream from Tony Moly. So good. But the Tony Moly store that I go to was out of Luminous Pure Aura last time I went, so I got this instead, and it's also really great. So yeah, check them both out if you live near Tony Moly. I will say I've heard that when it comes to Tony Moly products, if you try to buy them online, there are people that just create counterfeit ones and sell those to make a profit, and in that case you don't really know what you're putting on your skin. So if you can go to an actual Tony Moly location like I do, try and do that, because that's the best way to do it. Moving right along with like self-care kind of stuff, I want to talk about coconut oil. Not this particular brand or anything, just coconut oil in general. I use it to condition my hair. I don't shampoo my hair every day just because that's not very good for your, just because it's not good to shampoo your hair every day, but the night before I shampoo, because I shower in the mornings and shampoo in the mornings, the night before I put a bit of this in my hair and then just brush it through, and then the next day I shampoo my hair, and my hair is just so soft. People have been telling me that for like ever since I started using this, and it's a really great way to condition your hair. It's also a really great way to you can just put like a little bit of it on your finger and brush that through, and that's a really great detangler as well. So if you're somebody that's got kind of dry hair or unruly hair that's hard to brush, definitely check out coconut oil. I've heard that what you want to get is virgin coconut oil and cold pressed, so I don't know too much about that, but if you are gonna try it, try and get virgin cold pressed coconut oil. Cool, good talk. My last favorite thing is especially great in the summer, because in the summer I love frozen yogurt, I love ice cream, I love all that stuff, but I don't want to have it too often because it's not great for you. And so this next product is great for that. It's called a Yonana, and I'll probably put in some footage here of me using it. But basically what it does is you use frozen fruit to create your own like sorbet basically, and it is delicious. It tastes just like sorbet or ice cream, but it's 100% fruit, so it's great. It's seriously so good. It's like the ice cream equivalent of using juice to make your popsicles instead of using soda, because it's delicious and healthier. But yeah, check out Yonana, it is awesome. Okay, so that is it for my spring/summer favorites. I hope you enjoyed watching. I know that the people that do favorites videos are usually like social media influencers or whatever, and I know that I'm not that at all, but I just like talking about stuff that I like, and that's kind of been this whole channel since the beginning. It's just me doing whatever I want. And a big thank you to everybody that's ever come along for the ride, because it's been fun. So I'm excited about getting back into making videos. I hope that I can do it on a more regular basis, like maybe weekly. I don't want to promise anything, but I would like to try. So hopefully I will see you next week. Maybe. Hopefully. If I'm not too busy with work. Thank you for watching.